Once upon a time, in a cosmic journey through the galaxies of love and understanding, I, Family Guy, found myself on a transformative odyssey. This tale weaves the celestial wisdom of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray into a breathtaking adventure of empathy, vulnerability, and boundless love. Join me as we navigate the cosmic dance between Mars and Venus, discovering the keys to harmonious connection, and unlocking the secrets of a love that transcends time and space. Prepare to be enthralled, for this story is not just about the stars, it's about finding the stars within ourselves and each other. So, come, dear listener, step into this enchanting journey, and let love be our guiding star. Thank you, dear friend, for being a subscriber. Chapter 1: Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Picture this: a vast universe with two distinct planets, Mars and Venus, representing the world of men and women, respectively. Welcome to a captivating realm of understanding and communication, my friend. I'll be your guide, Family Guy, as we delve into the fascinating insights of John Gray's timeless book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. As I flipped through the pages of this transformational book, I found myself captivated by Gray's astute observation that men and women communicate in fundamentally different ways. It was like discovering a hidden treasure, unlocking the secrets to bridging the communication gap between genders. Gray vividly described how men and women possess unique emotional needs, distinct ways of processing information, and diverse ways of expressing love. On Mars, men retreat to their caves when facing challenges, needing space to find solutions on their own. On Venus, women, like waves, experience emotional cycles, requiring understanding and empathetic listening during tough times. As I delved deeper into Gray's revelations, it became apparent that the key to harmonious relationships lies in comprehending and embracing these inherent differences. Men and women aren't flawed, they are merely wired differently. Gray's analogy of men being like rubber bands brought me a fresh perspective. Just as a rubber band stretches away when pulled, men may pull away emotionally when dealing with stress. I realized this wasn't about disengagement, but rather a natural process of self-reflection and regeneration. Understanding that women communicate to connect while men communicate to solve problems was a game changer. I discovered that my partner, Jane, needed a listening ear rather than immediate solutions when she shared her feelings. Empathy and presence became my most potent tools to bridge the gap. Moreover, Gray's book shed light on the concept of love languages. Men and women speak different languages of love, each seeking affection and appreciation in unique ways. Jane's love language was characterized by words of affirmation and quality time, while mine revolved around acts of service and shared experiences. Through Gray's insights, I grasped that the key to nurturing our relationship lay in expressing love in each other's languages. By doing so, we could forge a deep emotional connection and foster a sense of security and happiness. As I reflected on Chapter 1 of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, I realized that understanding and appreciating the differences between Mars and Venus wasn't about conforming to stereotypes. It was about acknowledging and celebrating the beauty of diversity in all its forms. I invite you to join me on this extraordinary journey of discovery and transformation. Embrace the differences, savor the mysteries, and cherish the uniqueness of every individual you encounter. For in doing so, you'll unlock the key to unlocking the power of authentic and fulfilling connections with those around you. Chapter 2: Men Are Like Rubber Bands. In the vast expanse of the universe, Mars holds a secret that can illuminate the enigmatic behaviors of men. They are like rubber bands. As I delved further into John Gray's book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, this analogy became clearer, and its profound implications unraveled before me. Imagine a rubber band, flexible, stretchable, and capable of bouncing back after being pulled away. Similarly, men possess an innate tendency to pull away emotionally when faced with challenges or stress. At times, they need space to reflect, rejuvenate, and find solutions on their own. This discovery proved revolutionary in my relationship with Jane. Whenever I saw her pulling back, my instincts urged me to chase after her. But through Gray's wisdom, I realized that sometimes, pulling away was a necessary part of the process for both of us. Understanding that Jane's emotional retreats were not a sign of disinterest or rejection, but rather her way of regaining balance, enabled me to provide her with the space she needed. This newfound awareness allowed me to give her the time and support to work through her feelings on her own terms. Gray's analogy of men being like rubber bands was like a bridge that connected the seemingly disconnected aspects of our relationship. We found ourselves in a dance of give and take, ebbing and flowing with the tides of emotions. This dance brought harmony and balance to our interactions, making our bond stronger than ever before. It wasn't just about me learning to respect Jane's need for space, she, too, acknowledged my cycles of emotional detachment. My moments of self-reflection and silence weren't indicative of indifference, but rather a process of gathering my thoughts and emotions. Through this understanding, we developed a new level of intimacy, characterized by trust and unconditional love. The more I let her pull away without resistance, the more eagerly she returned to me, just like the rubber band bouncing back with greater force. The analogy also provided insights into the world of men's emotions. I learned that when men pull away, they aren't seeking isolation, but rather a temporary retreat to process their thoughts and feelings. It was a way for them to avoid burdening their partners with emotional baggage and instead arrive at their own emotional conclusions. Jane and I embraced this newfound revelation as an opportunity for personal growth and mutual respect. We saw our relationship flourish as we allowed each other the freedom to be who we truly were, without judgment or expectations. So, my friend, remember the lesson from Chapter 2, Men are like rubber bands. When you encounter moments of emotional retreat in your partner, do not fret or try to force closeness. Instead, give them the space they need, and they will naturally come back to you, bringing with them a stronger bond and a deeper connection. In the dance of love, understanding and respecting each other's emotional rhythms is the key to a harmonious and enduring relationship. With this newfound knowledge, embrace the ebb and flow of emotions, and watch your love flourish like never before. Chapter 3: Women are like waves. As we continue our cosmic journey through the galaxies of gender communication, we arrive at the alluring planet Venus, where the mysteries of women are unveiled. Women are from Venus. John Gray's profound revelation leads us to discover that women are like waves, ever-changing, flowing through emotional cycles and seeking understanding during turbulent times. The metaphor of waves resonated deeply within me as I reflected on my relationship with Jane. Like the tides of the ocean, Jane's emotions ebbed and flowed, sometimes calm and serene, and at other times, wild and tumultuous. Understanding that this was a natural part of her emotional makeup transformed the way I responded to her ever-changing feelings. Through Gray's wisdom, I learned that when Jane was experiencing emotional highs and lows, she wasn't seeking solutions or advice. She needed my presence, my empathy, and my ability to listen without judgment. She sought a safe harbor where she could pour out her heart and soul, knowing that I would be there to hold her with love and care. Realizing that these emotional cycles were a normal part of being a woman allowed me to embrace Jane's feelings wholeheartedly. Rather than trying to fix her emotional state, I learned to be present, to validate her emotions, and to offer a comforting presence during the stormy times. This understanding of the waves within her brought us even closer together. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or perplexed by her changing emotions, I found joy in being a steady rock she could lean on during the turbulence. As the waves of emotions washed over us, we discovered the beauty of vulnerability and emotional intimacy. Jane's willingness to share her feelings openly allowed us to connect on a level that transcended words. In her vulnerability, I found strength, and in my understanding, she found solace. I learned that it was essential to cherish every moment, whether it be during high tide or low tide. Just as the waves couldn't be controlled, Jane's emotions were a natural expression of her being. Embracing her fully, without trying to change her or fix her, allowed our love to deepen and our bond to grow stronger. As we navigated the ocean of emotions together, Jane taught me the art of riding the waves. We experienced moments of pure bliss, and we weathered storms that challenged us. But through it all, we remained anchored in our love and understanding. So, my friend, as you encounter the waves of emotions in the women in your life, remember the lesson from Chapter 3, Women are like waves. Embrace their ever-changing emotions with compassion and empathy. Be the lighthouse that shines brightly, guiding them through the darkest nights. In the ebb and flow of emotions, find the beauty in vulnerability and the strength in understanding. For it is in accepting and cherishing the waves that you will discover the true essence of love, an eternal dance of connection, empathy, and unconditional acceptance. Chapter 4, Men Go to Their Caves and Women Talk. Welcome back, my friend, as we continue our exploration of the cosmic dynamics between Mars and Venus. In this chapter, we dive into the fascinating revelation that men have a unique way of coping with stress. They go to their caves, while women, on the other hand, seek solace in talking. John Gray's insights in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus opened my eyes to a whole new dimension of understanding in my relationship with Jane. As I learned about the phenomenon of men retreating to their caves, I realized that this was not about withdrawing from the relationship or being distant. It was a natural response to life's challenges. In moments of stress or when faced with difficulties, men often find comfort in withdrawing to their cave. This space allows them to process their thoughts and emotions in solitude. Rather than viewing this behavior as a rejection of their partner, Ray explained that it was an essential part of men's psychological makeup. As Jane and I embraced this newfound knowledge, I found myself more at ease with my need for occasional solitude. Instead of feeling guilty or distant, I communicated my feelings with her, letting her know that it was not a reflection of my love for her, but rather a way for me to rejuvenate and find clarity. On the other hand, I came to understand that when Jane encountered difficulties or needed to work through her emotions, she sought comfort in talking. Talking was her way of processing, and she found solace in being able to share her thoughts and feelings openly. As I listened to her without judgment or interruption, I noticed a beautiful transformation in our relationship. By giving her the space to express herself, I became her confidant and support system. Our bond grew deeper as I provided her with the safe space she needed to communicate her thoughts and emotions. Through this understanding, Jane and I developed a balanced approach to handling stress and challenges in our lives. When I needed time in my cave, she respected my space, and when she needed to talk, I lent her my ears and my heart. Gray's insight into this dynamic taught us the value of communication in relationships. As Jane talked, I discovered the importance of active listening, not just hearing the words but truly understanding the emotions and meanings behind them. As we navigated this dance of going to our caves and talking, we found that our bond became stronger and more resilient. We no longer saw these behaviors as threats but rather as opportunities for growth and connection. So, my friend, take this lesson to heart. In the interplanetary dance of Mars and Venus, men go to their caves, and women talk. Embrace the differences, and instead of feeling distant or misunderstood, use these moments to cultivate a deeper understanding of each other. Remember, communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. Allow each other the freedom to express yourselves in your unique ways. Cherish the times when you find solace in your respective caves and treasure the moments when you share your thoughts and emotions through heartfelt conversations. In doing so, you'll forge a bond that transcends the boundaries of Mars and Venus, a connection built on acceptance, understanding, and unwavering love. Let the dance of communication and vulnerability be the guiding star in your journey of love and harmony. Chapter 5: How to Motivate the Opposite Sex. My friend, as we continue our cosmic voyage through the mysteries of gender communication, we reach a pivotal chapter that unravels the secrets of motivation between Mars and Venus. John Gray's timeless wisdom in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus provides us with profound insights on how to inspire and motivate the opposite sex. In the ever-changing landscapes of our relationship, I discovered that men and women respond differently to motivation. Gray's revelations guided me towards understanding the distinct ways in which Jane and I sought encouragement and support. For men, Gray explained that motivation stems from feeling appreciated and trusted. As I internalized this knowledge, I found joy in expressing my admiration for Jane's accomplishments and efforts. Instead of assuming she knew how much she meant to me, I made it a point to vocalize my appreciation, acknowledging the value she brought to our lives. Trust, too, played a vital role in motivating me. When Jane displayed faith in my abilities and decisions, I felt empowered and driven to excel in all aspects of our relationship. This mutual trust became the cornerstone of our partnership, building a firm foundation of support and encouragement. On the other hand, Gray revealed that women are motivated by understanding and cherishing. Recognizing this, I endeavored to comprehend Jane's thoughts, feelings, and needs at a deeper level. By actively listening and seeking to understand her perspective, I created a nurturing space where she felt cherished and valued. Acts of love and affection became powerful motivators for Jane. Simple gestures like surprise notes, affectionate touches, and spending quality time together became the fuel that ignited her passion and encouraged her to be her best self. As I immersed myself in the art of motivating the opposite sex, I understood that it wasn't about employing generic techniques but rather about tapping into the unique emotional needs of each other. It required a genuine interest in the other person's happiness and a willingness to put their needs above our own. Through our journey of understanding and motivating each other, Jane and I experienced a profound transformation in our relationship. We embraced the differences in our motivational needs, seeing them not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth and connection. By becoming attuned to each other's emotional language, we created a harmonious symphony of encouragement and support. Our love soared to new heights as we inspired each other to reach for the stars and achieve our dreams. So, my dear friend, as you seek to motivate the opposite sex, remember the lessons from Chapter 5, How to Motivate the Opposite Sex. Celebrate the unique emotional needs of your partner, and let appreciation, trust, understanding, and cherishing be the guiding forces in your interactions. Nurture a love that recognizes and celebrates the individuality of each other's hearts. With this understanding, you'll forge an unbreakable bond that transcends the boundaries of Mars and Venus, enriching your relationship with a symphony of love, encouragement, and unwavering support. Chapter 6: Speaking Different Languages. As we traverse the galaxies of understanding and connection, we arrive at a profound realization in our journey through John Gray's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Chapter 6 unveils the intriguing concept of speaking different languages of love. Imagine a celestial dance of emotions, where Mars and Venus exchange affection and care in unique ways. Each planet possesses its own language of love, and deciphering these languages becomes the key to unlocking the deepest expressions of love and appreciation. In this cosmic symphony, I discovered that my language of love revolved around shared activities and thoughtful gestures. I found joy in spending quality time with Jane, engaging in activities that were meaningful to both of us. Small surprises and acts of service became my way of saying I love you, painting the canvas of our relationship with colors of care and affection. For Jane, her language of love revolved around affectionate words and expressions of admiration. She longed to hear words of affirmation and appreciation, spoken from the heart. With this knowledge, I made it a point to vocalize my love and admiration, filling her heart with the music of love's sweet melodies. Understanding each other's love languages became a symphony of communication, where we could convey our emotions without the need for grand gestures or extravagant gifts. Our actions and words harmonized, resonating with the deepest chords of our souls. Embracing our unique love languages enriched our relationship beyond measure. Instead of projecting our own language of love onto each other, we learn to speak the other's language fluently. I discovered the profound impact of expressing my love through words, while Jane recognized the beauty of sharing activities that were important to me. In the cosmic dance of love, our love languages wove together, creating a tapestry of emotional connection. The language of shared experiences deepened our bond, while affectionate words became the glue that held us close, even during challenging times. Through the lens of Chapter 6, I realized that love wasn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It wasn't about conforming to stereotypes or societal expectations. Instead, it was about embracing the uniqueness of our love languages and cherishing the diversity they brought to our relationship. As our love languages intertwined, our emotional intimacy blossomed, and we found ourselves effortlessly meeting each other's needs. It wasn't just about speaking different languages, it was about learning the language of our partner's heart. So, my dear friend, take this lesson to heart. In the cosmic dance of love, we speak different languages, and that's what makes love a wondrous and magical journey. Embrace your partner's love language with an open heart, and let your love resonate in harmony. Celebrate the differences in your expressions of affection, for in doing so, you'll discover the true essence of love's melody. Through the symphony of love languages, you'll create a love that knows no bounds, a love that echoes across the cosmos, uniting Mars and Venus in a harmonious dance of understanding, appreciation, and boundless affection. Chapter 7: Men are like rubber bands again. As we ventured deeper into the realms of understanding the cosmic dance between Mars and Venus, we revisit the analogy of men being like rubber bands in Chapter 7 of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray. This profound revelation opens new avenues of insight, reminding us of the cyclical nature of emotional intimacy. The metaphor of men being like rubber bands is a constant thread in the fabric of our relationship. Just as a rubber band stretches away when pulled, men may temporarily pull away emotionally when facing stress or challenges. It's an innate response, a way for us to gather our thoughts and emotions before bouncing back to our partners with renewed energy. In the ebb and flow of our emotional connection, I found reassurance in knowing that this cycle was a natural part of being a man. I learned not to interpret these moments of detachment as a sign of disinterest, but rather as an opportunity for introspection and self-discovery. During these periods of stretching away, I found solace in the knowledge that Jane understood my need for space. Instead of feeling pressured to re-engage immediately, I could take the time to process my feelings, confident in the knowledge that our bond was strong enough to endure this brief separation. Jane, too, embraced the idea of men being like rubber bands. She recognized that giving me the freedom to pull away allowed me to return to her with a greater sense of love and commitment. Just as the rubber band bounces back with greater force, so did my emotional connection with her after moments of introspection. Understanding this cyclical pattern enabled us to navigate the ebb and flow of our emotions with grace and ease. We learned not to take these phases personally, but rather to cherish the times when we could explore our individuality and then come back together with a renewed sense of intimacy. As we integrated this understanding into our relationship, our love flourished like never before. The moments of emotional detachment no longer scared us, instead, they became an opportunity to deepen our connection and strengthen the foundation of trust and love we had built. In this cosmic dance, I came to appreciate the beauty of being a man, with my moments of retreat providing a unique perspective that enriched our partnership. Jane embraced this aspect of my being, recognizing that our emotional cycles were a natural part of our love story. So, my friend, as we revisit the analogy of men being like rubber bands, I invite you to cherish the cyclical nature of emotional intimacy. Embrace the moments of detachment as a chance for self-discovery and introspection, and allow your partner the space to do the same. In this dance of stretching away and bouncing back, you'll find a rhythm that celebrates the uniqueness of each other's emotional journey. Let love be the gravitational force that pulls you back together, stronger and more connected than ever before. With this understanding, you'll embark on a transformative voyage of love, navigating the cosmos of emotions hand in hand, knowing that you are bound by an unbreakable bond that transcends the boundaries of Mars and Venus. Chapter 8: How to Avoid Arguments. In the vast expanse of our interplanetary journey, we arrive at a pivotal chapter in John Gray's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, The Art of Avoiding Arguments. As we explore the cosmic dance of communication between Mars and Venus, we uncover invaluable insights on fostering harmony and understanding in our relationships. Gray's wisdom guides us to recognize that disagreements and conflicts are natural in any relationship. However, learning how to navigate these moments with grace and empathy can transform them into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. One key to avoiding arguments lies in understanding the fundamental differences in communication styles between men and women. Men tend to be problem solvers, offering solutions when their partners share their feelings. On the other hand, women often seek empathetic listening and understanding rather than immediate fixes. When I embraced this understanding, I found that active listening became a powerful tool in avoiding arguments. Instead of jumping to provide solutions, I learned to be fully present when Jane expressed her feelings. I offered her a safe space to share without interruption, acknowledging her emotions and empathizing with her experiences. In return, Jane learned to express her thoughts and feelings more clearly, understanding that I genuinely cared about her well-being. We shifted from being adversaries in an argument to being allies in resolving issues together. Another valuable lesson we learned was to avoid blame games. Instead of pointing fingers and focusing on who was right or wrong, we shifted our focus to finding solutions that worked for both of us. By approaching conflicts as a team, we created an atmosphere of cooperation and understanding. Moreover, we adopted a timeout strategy when discussions became heated. Recognizing that emotions can sometimes cloud rational thinking, we agreed to take a break from the conversation to collect our thoughts and emotions. This helped us avoid saying hurtful things in the heat of the moment and allowed us to come back to the discussion with a clearer perspective. As we integrated these practices into our relationship, we discovered a new level of emotional intimacy and trust. Our arguments became less frequent and more constructive, leading to resolutions that satisfied both of us. Through this cosmic journey of understanding, we also learned that sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree. Not every conflict requires a definitive solution, and accepting that our perspectives might differ is a testament to the richness of our individuality. So, my friend, as we embrace Chapter 8, let us remember the art of avoiding arguments, a delicate dance of understanding, empathy, and open communication. In the cosmos of relationships, conflicts may arise, but with love as our guiding star, we can navigate these challenges with grace and compassion. Embrace the differences in communication styles between Mars and Venus, and see them as opportunities to grow together. Let active listening, cooperative problem solving, and timeouts be the instruments that harmonize your relationship. In doing so, you'll create a love that knows how to navigate storms, transforming arguments into stepping stones that lead you to a deeper, more profound connection with your partner. As you embark on this voyage of understanding, may love be your compass, guiding you through the celestial wonders of harmonious relationships. Chapter 9: Scoring Points with the Opposite Sex. As our cosmic journey through the galaxies of gender communication continues, we enter the enchanting realm of scoring points with the opposite sex. In Chapter 9 of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray, we uncover the secret to creating a relationship built on love, appreciation, and generosity. Scoring points is not about keeping a tally or engaging in competition, rather, it's about nurturing the spirit of giving and receiving in our relationship. It's about going above and beyond to make our partners feel cherished and valued, and in doing so, creating a love that knows no bounds. For me, learning to score points with Jane was a transformative experience. I discovered that even the smallest gestures of thoughtfulness and affection had a profound impact on her heart. A surprise note, a heartfelt compliment, or a simple act of kindness became powerful ways of expressing my love. Jane, too, embraced the art of scoring points with me. She recognized the importance of appreciation and understanding in our relationship. By acknowledging my efforts and showing gratitude for my contributions, she filled my heart with joy and motivation. In this cosmic dance of love, scoring points became a cycle of giving and receiving. As I lavished love and attention on Jane, she reciprocated with an outpouring of affection and care. We found ourselves immersed in a continuous exchange of love, creating a virtuous cycle that fortified our connection. Through the lens of Chapter 9, we also learned the importance of letting go of scorekeeping. Love is not a transaction, it's a boundless wellspring of generosity and compassion. Keeping tabs on each other's actions only creates barriers, preventing the free flow of love and appreciation. Instead of seeking to win points in our relationship, we focused on winning each other's hearts. We let love guide us, and in doing so, we experienced a love that was pure, unconditional, and limitless. As we deepened our understanding of scoring points, we realized that love was not just a feeling, it was an action, a deliberate choice to prioritize each other's happiness and well-being. It was the commitment to consistently show up for each other, to be present in both the highs and lows of life. So, my friend, as we embrace Chapter 9, let us remember the art of scoring points with the opposite sex. Embrace the beauty of giving and receiving, and let every act of love and kindness be a brushstroke that paints a masterpiece of your relationship. Celebrate the small moments of joy and cherish the opportunities to make your partner feel cherished and loved. Let go of scorekeeping and embrace the abundance of love that flows between you and your beloved. In this cosmic dance of scoring points, you'll discover the true essence of love, a love that knows no limits, a love that transcends the boundaries of Mars and Venus, and a love that unites you in a cosmic symphony of boundless affection and appreciation. Chapter 10: How to Communicate Difficult Feelings. In the final chapter of our transformative journey through Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray, we delve into the profound art of communicating difficult feelings. As we navigate the cosmic complexities of relationships, we uncover the key to fostering emotional intimacy and vulnerability with our partners. Life's journey is not without challenges, and at times, we encounter difficult emotions that can be hard to express. In Chapter 10, Gray shows us that communicating these feelings openly and honestly is essential for maintaining a strong and connected relationship. For Jane and me, learning to communicate difficult feelings became a vital skill that strengthened the very foundation of our love. We realized that honesty was the bridge that connected our hearts, allowing us to share our vulnerabilities without fear of judgment or rejection. The first step was creating a safe space for open communication. We set aside dedicated time to talk, free from distractions or interruptions. This sacred space allowed us to be fully present with each other, creating an atmosphere of trust and understanding. As we explored the depths of our emotions, we learned to express our feelings without blame or criticism. We reframed our language, focusing on I statements instead of you statements. This shift allowed us to take responsibility for our emotions, fostering a sense of personal accountability. Listening with empathy and compassion was another essential component of communicating difficult feelings. We learned to put ourselves in each other's shoes, seeking to understand the underlying emotions and experiences that shaped our perspectives. Gray's book had taught us that men and women process emotions differently. For me, as a man, expressing emotions verbally was not always easy. Gray's insights reassured me that it was okay to take my time to process and articulate my feelings, and that Jane would be patient and supportive in the process. Jane, on the other hand, learned not to push for immediate solutions when I shared difficult feelings. Instead, she offered her listening ear and affectionate support, allowing me the time and space I needed to work through my emotions. As we practiced this art of communication, we discovered the incredible healing power of vulnerability. By sharing our fears, insecurities, and struggles, we deepened our emotional connection. Our love became a sanctuary, a place where we could find comfort and solace in each other's embrace. Through these moments of raw honesty, we forged an unbreakable bond. We learned that love was not just about the joyful moments, it was about standing together during life's storms, supporting each other through thick and thin. So, my friend, as we conclude this cosmic journey through men are from Mars, women are from Venus, let us remember the essence of Chapter 10, how to communicate difficult feelings. Embrace the vulnerability that comes with expressing your heart's deepest emotions. Create a sacred space for open and honest communication, where trust and understanding can flourish. Listen with empathy and compassion, and let love be the guiding force that carries you through the challenges of life. In the dance of communication, let your hearts be open, your minds be receptive, and your love be boundless. For in mastering the art of communicating difficult feelings, you'll create a love that transcends the boundaries of Mars and Venus, embracing the full spectrum of human emotion and experiencing a love that knows no limits. Epilogue, a new beginning. In the wondrous epilogue of our cosmic odyssey through Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray, we find ourselves at the threshold of a new beginning. Our journey of understanding, compassion, and connection has led us to a place of profound transformation and growth. As Family Guy, the protagonist of this tale, I stand before you with a heart brimming with gratitude and wisdom. Throughout our expedition, we have traversed the galaxies of gender communication, delving into the depths of love's mysteries. We have learned that men and women are not meant to be the same, we are meant to complement each other, embracing our unique qualities to create a harmonious union. Through the lessons of this cosmic voyage, we have discovered that the key to authentic connection lies in empathy, understanding, and vulnerability. By embracing the differences between Mars and Venus, we have woven a tapestry of love that celebrates the beauty of diversity and individuality. We have learned that love is not without challenges, but rather a journey of continuous growth and evolution. In times of conflict, we have embraced communication as our guiding star, navigating the storms with grace and compassion. Our hearts have become attuned to the language of love, speaking the unique dialects of our partner's souls. We have scored points not to win but to celebrate each other's happiness and well-being, building a love that knows no bounds. The art of communicating difficult feelings has become a wellspring of emotional intimacy, nurturing our connection through the trials and triumphs of life. We have learned that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength that binds us together. As we stand at the epilogue of this celestial journey, let us celebrate the birth of a new beginning, a beginning filled with the promise of love, growth, and everlasting connection. Armed with the wisdom of understanding and the power of empathy, we embark on a new chapter of our relationship, knowing that our love is limitless and our bond unbreakable. Let us carry the lessons of Mars and Venus in our hearts, cherishing the dance of communication and vulnerability that brought us here. For in this dance, we have found a love that transcends the boundaries of time and space, a love that is eternal and boundless. As we bid farewell to this transformative tale, let us remember that the cosmos of love is infinite, and our journey of understanding is never-ending. Embrace each day as a new beginning, a chance to deepen your connection and a canvas on which to paint the masterpiece of your love story. May your love shine like the stars, guiding you through every moment of joy and every challenge that comes your way. And may the wisdom of Mars and Venus illuminate your path, leading you to a love that is profound, enduring, and ever-evolving. With love and gratitude. Family Guy.